A AA championship basketball game between our own Northern Lehigh Bulldogs and the Bishop Boyle Lancers. With tonight's game being brought to you by the people of Carefree Village Home Sales, Route 145, Walnutport, the Sledington Floor Center in Sledington, Bechtel's Pharmacy, Main Street, Sledington, Gallio's Market, Walnut Street in Sledington, the Julian Bakery in Walnutport, Simcoe Beverage, Route 248 in Berlinsville, and Citizens Bank in Sledington. And here from our high vantage point at Hershey Park Arena, I'm Tom Schaefer for TV 13, set to bring you tonight's the culmination of a season for Northern Lehigh, the championship of the state of Pennsylvania in the AA category. The Bishop Boyle Lancers, warming up to our left, are the champs from District 7, and Northern Lehigh, the runner-up in District 11. The Lancers coming in here are 27-5, and in looking at their tournament play in the western part of the state, they did handle their opponents with relative ease. On the other hand, Northern Lehigh had close games in just about every one of those playoffs, and especially Monday night from Reading High School when they defeated Darby Colwyn 57-56. So they've been all tight, but this is what it's all about. You can feel the electricity in the air here at Hershey Park Arena, and just before we came on the air, there was a fine ceremony as the Riverside girls were runner-up to Brentwood, losing 50-47. The girls all received medals. The handling of the ceremony was nicely done, and it's just something I guess you'd have to participate in to really sense. Okay, scouting report on the Lancers. Some things we should watch. Of course, in the local papers today, the Lancers were ballyhooing, I guess they could call it, the Puerto Rican connection. Two boys that came up from Puerto Rico, exchange students, to get a year of American education. Chago Gote at 6'8", senior, averaging 16.6 a game, and his running mate, 5'11", senior Kiki Rivera, averaging 18.4 a game. The other boys are Bob Lynch, 6'3", he'll be inside, and Mike Masley, a rugged-looking individual at 6'5", will be inside, with Sean McAllister at guard with Rivera. And as far as play, it appears that this is a run-and-gun type team, and the minute the ball is tossed to the basket by Northern Lehigh tonight, McAllister and Rivera will break. They'll be in backcourt, and all what Gote, Lynch, and Masley will do is whip that ball the full length of the floor. That's basically their fast break. Somewhat along the lines of Catasauqua back in the Bob Mushrush era, when they used to unload that ball quite quickly, especially when they had that All-American Larry Miller. The Lancers play a man-to-man, but scouting report says it's not a very good man-to-man. No denial, just man-to-man. But really, if Northern Lehigh had any problem with any offense at some times during the year, it might have been that man-to-man, as they don't always get set up the way Coach Rissmiller would like them to set up in that 1-2-2 pattern. In addition, Bishop Boyle appears to be suspect against the press, and Northern Lehigh indicated that they would hit Bishop Boyle with their 1-3-1 trap at half court and would come out with that 1-2-1-1 occasionally on a full court basis. And that's basically what we have on Bishop Boyle, as George Weaver, one of the assistant coaches for Northern Lehigh, did see them play Seton Catholic, I guess it was, on Monday night, and that was the report that he brought back. And basically one night to prepare, that was Wednesday night, I'm sorry. So one night to prepare, as both teams were here at Hershey and got a chance to get on the floor late yesterday afternoon. Bulldogs are warming up to our right, and they're in the home uniform tonight. And the Lancers to our left, coached by Fran Mannion, an 18-year veteran here, and this school is located below Pittsburgh, somewhere in the area of Homestead. District 7 champions, 27-5, and Northern Lehigh 30-2. And this is it for the PIAA Class AA Championship. So we're about 4 minutes away from player introductions, and we're going to take it back to our studio for messages before we come back for the player introductions for tonight's game. Okay, we're back here at courtside. Both teams gone to their respective benches. We have the officials for tonight's game. They're Bob Nelson and Hal Holland.
In this game, the Lancers of Bishop Boyle.
And Bishop Boyle will be introduced first. And Northern Lehigh with far greater representation here.
District 11 with a record of 30 victories with 30 defeats is Northern Lehigh.
And Northern Lehigh is designated home on the scoreboard, which is high up in the left at right of our vantage point. All right, here comes Bishop Boyle.
Starting at guard, number 13, a 5'9" sophomore, Sean McAllister.
And McAllister, number 13, coming out there first. 5'9" sophomore.
Senior Kike Rivera.
23, Kiki Rivera.
At forward, wearing number 55, at 6'7", a senior, Chaco Cote.
Chaco Cote. At 6'8", senior.
Number 31, at 6'3", a senior, Bob Lynch.
Bob Lynch, number 31.
And at center, wearing number 53, at 6'5", a senior, Mike Masley.
And Mike Masley, a 6'5", senior. And Fran Mannion, the head coach.
For the Bulldogs of Northern Lehigh.
And here come the Bulldogs.
At 6'4", a senior, Brian Whalen.
Brian Whalen coming out, welcomed by the Bulldogs.
At guard, wearing number 24, a 6'1".
Larry Arndt starting this evening. One of the juniors in the starting lineup.
At 6 feet, a senior,
And Craig Scheffler at 6'2", senior, wearing 42 tonight. 44, Blaine Whalen at 6'5". And 6'5", Derek Fatzinger out there. And the head coach in his 10th year, Glenn Rissmiller. All right, now we'll have to take a look at what we said with our pregame scouting report and see how things pan out here for the Bulldogs tonight. District 11 represented in 2 of the 3 boys playoffs, with Whitehall coming here tomorrow evening playing Penn Hills. Okay. Chaco Giltai is not jumping center. Mike Masley against Fatzinger. Okay, we're ready to go. And a tip control by the Bulldogs. Here comes Scheffler in the front court. Loop pass to Whalen inside. Ball stripped loose, and McAllister with it. McAllister wearing 13. Bulldogs in at 1-3-1. Lynch and McAllister. Rivera on the far side trying to get himself open as he'll shoot from the perimeter. And all right, Brian Whalen comes up on Rivera. The ball's knocked loose, and Fatzinger comes away with it. All right, Arndt pushing it down. Cross to Scheffler, goes in, and knocked out by McAllister. Scheffler to inbound for the Bulldogs. Both teams starting out here a little tight. Inbound to Brian Whalen, shoots. Good, Brian Whalen. And the Bulldogs on the board. 1-3-1 trap. McAllister tucks through. And long pass baseline. And losing the ball is Masley as he turned and went right into Arndt on the baseline. Okay, Arndt setting up man-to-man. Notice that the Lancers do let the Bulldogs come to the ball. Brian Whalen again out of the corner, looks a little long and up over the top. And there's Arndt for the rebound, good. Larry Arndt. And the Bulldogs break on top, 4-0. Kiki Rivera and McAllister exchanging passes. Scheffler the point man on that 1-3-1. And off a little kick by Blaine Whalen, so it'll be Lancers ball on the near side as Lynch comes over to inbound it. Rivera, baseline, tries to go inside, shoots, around and good. Kiki Rivera.
23, Kiki Rivera.
4-2, Northern Lehigh. Okay, McAllister picking up Arndt. And there's Scheffler letting it fly, bouncing around. Gotay with a rebound. There's that long outlet pass. Rivera sneaking down for 2. As Rivera doesn't go anywhere near that Slatington board, he just leaves. And Gotay picked that one up and just heaved it down the floor. Arndt working on McAllister. Tucks. Bounce pass inside. Rivera saves it. Here comes Rivera, long pass down to Masley, and he can't hang on. Tied at 4, 5:35 left here in the first period. Scheffler with Rivera on him. Brian Whalen with Lynch on him. The tie on Blaine Whalen. Now Fatzinger lets it fly, and he drills it.
54, Derek Fatzinger.
Derek Fatzinger, 6'4". Rivera picked up by Scheffler inside to Masley on the baseline. Arndt comes across, and so the Lancers have to take that ball out front. The Whalen boys on the wing on that 1-3-1. Fatzinger in the middle, and Arndt floats the baseline. McAllister tries to go baseline, and I believe Arndt picked up the foul inside as he got in underneath Masley.
Personal foul, 24, Larry Arndt.
So that's 1.
That's his first.
Team first. Kiki Rivera looking, long pass out to McAllister. And Rivera with it on the left wing. Chago Gotay down the lane. No, the ball's tipped loose. Here comes Arndt with it. Arndt pushing it down. Tucks goes up. Good. And a block foul on McAllister.
Personal foul, number 13, Sean McAllister.
And McAllister's first.
The team's first.
And now Arndt goes to the line trying to complete the three-point play.
Shooting 1.
8-4, Northern Lehigh on top with 4:45 left here in the first period from Hershey Arena. And good by Arndt, 9-4, Northern Lehigh. McAllister and Scheffler almost cut in there. Rivera picks up his dribble, and McAllister had to take that one over his head. Now Rivera pushing. Cut off by Arndt. And cross court to Lynch. Masley working down low, no one working high post. Chago Gotay with it, shoots. Good.
55, Gotay.
And Gotay makes it 9-6. Inside, Blaine Whalen working against a bigger Gotay, and there's Brian Whalen from outside. 11-6, Northern Lehigh. McAllister gets around Scheffler, over to Rivera. Pulls up for the jump shot. Good. Rivera.
23, Rivera.
And Rivera with 6 points makes it 11-8. Arndt working to Brian Whalen. Brian Whalen downtown again. Arndt picks up the foul over the top, and that's 2 on Arndt.
Personal foul, number 24, Larry Arndt. That's his second.
And that's the first period, 3:40 left. McAllister and Rivera at guard. for the Bishop Boyle Lancers. Loop pass, Gote, and he floats in there on that high pass and picks up 2. It's 11-10, Northern Lehigh by 1. Arndt to Scheffler. Inside, Blaine Whalen. Gote on him. Ball still loose, and we'll have a jump ball. So Blaine Whalen to go up with Bob Lynch at the Bulldogs foul line. Okay, Masley taking it, McAllister looking down court. Here comes Rivera. Rivera tucks, good move by Rivera. Okay, Rivera with 2, and the Lancers now on top, 12-11, 2:56. Three-second violation on the Bulldogs. So after a fine start now, the Bulldogs have slowed down, and Bishop Boyle calling for a timeout with 2:50 left here in the first period, and Bishop Boyle on top, 12-11. We'll go back to our studio for these messages. Okay, the Lancers of Bishop Boyle back out on the court. Northern Lehigh dropping back. And it appears they're going to that 3-2. And McAllister directing traffic. Gote out of the corner, shoots, good. Long range by that 6'8" senior. 14-11, Bishop Boyle. Botzinger as Brian Whalen wheels inside. It's blocked. Brian Whalen recovers the ball. The ball's loose. McAllister. Ball's still loose, and Gote comes out with it. Ball's still loose. Tipped inside. Brian Whalen shoots. No. And Blaine Whalen picks up a foul over the back.
Personal foul, 44, Blaine Whalen, his first, the team's third.
Okay, that's 3 team fouls on Northern Lehigh with 2:05 left here in this first period. Inside,
53.
Mike Masley picking up 2. 16-11, Northern Lehigh down by 5. And a foul inside as Scheffler made his cut down the middle.
Personal foul, call number 13, Sean
And McAllister, his second, his team's second. Scheffler inbound. Bulldogs with a lot more motion that time. All right, Brian Whalen with Masley on him. And Brian Whalen had the ball slapped loose. Ball still loose. Knocked out, they say, by Arndt. So a little sloppy over there on the far side. As twice Brian Whalen almost had that ball taken away. Okay, McAllister. Bulldogs zone defense. Masley back out to Lynch. Masley baseline. Chago Gote working in and out. Rivera, the outside threat for the Lancers. McAllister to Lynch, good pass. Ball's loose, stripped, and out comes Arndt with it. Was dribbled over somebody's foot. Rivera pulls up for the shot, good off the glass. 18-11, and this Rivera can shoot. He has 10 already here in the first quarter. Arndt, baseline, and Arndt with a good move, went up over Chago and Gote, and it's 18-13. 39 seconds. McAllister goes baseline and throws it over Masley's head. Bulldogs possession, 35 seconds left here. They're down by 5, 18-13. Scheffler. Arndt out front as now the Lancers are back, matched up man to man, and really side in there. So really there's nothing gained here. Brian Whalen to Blaine Whalen, shooting over Gotay, in and out and in again. And Blaine Whalen makes it 18-15, and Gotay at the buzzer, no. And after one period of play here from Hershey Park Arena, it's Bishop Boyle 18, Northern Lehigh 15.
After the first period of play, Bishop Boyle.
Okay, both teams out in the court, and not many shots were missed in that first period as Northern Lehigh went 7 for 10 and Bishop Boyle went 9 for 11, and we're ready to go. Scheffler taking the tip, and Arndt with it. Brian Whalen shoots good as Lynch just threw his hands to his side. 18-17. Now, let's see what happens if the defense comes out a little bit further. Rivera with the ball. McAllister has whipped a couple passes over the head of everybody on a baseline. All right, Lynch with it. Lynch tries to go inside Masley. Shot by Masley, bouncing no, and Brian Whalen with good position, blocking out Gotay on the board. Scheffler, right side, no. Ball comes back to Scheffler, goes to the hoop. Good move by Scheffler. Rebounding his own shot and taking it there. It's 19-18. Northern Lehigh by 1. Kiki Rivera down to Lynch. In the lane, Gotay. Flip pass too hard. And Arndt comes away with that errant pass off the hands of Masley. Blaine Whalen walks. So they turn the ball over the other way. Remains 19-18 there in the second period from Hershey Park Arena in his AA championship. Kike Rivera with the ball at the wing. Gotay pulls up for the shot. Good. Fine outside shooter. Gotay. And Bishop Boyle now on top by 1. 2019. Brian Whalen again. Good.
22, Brian Whalen.
And Brian Whalen likes the baskets. Here's Rivera. Left-hand shot missed. And Brian Whalen with the rebound. And a traveling violation on Larry Arndt, or carrying the ball violation on Arndt.
Substitution. Number 43, Marty Sullivan.
Marty Sullivan, a 6'2 junior in there, number 43 for Bishop Boyle, replacing Lynch. As Mannion talked to Lynch, and now Lynch is going to come back in. Gotay to Marty Sullivan, and Masley has the ball knocked loose and manages to get it to Sullivan. Back out McAllister. Rivera shoots, no, and the ball comes to Gotay. And Fatzinger just picked up the personal foul. His first, team fourth. So Chaco Gotay at the line for Boyle as Lynch checks back in for Marty Sullivan. Shot on away is good. 21-21 here. And no good on that one. Lynch with the rebound. Tux goes up, no. And a ball knocked out by Gotay. All right, 5:56 left here, first half. Arndt coming into front court. Lancers man-to-man. Bulldogs start basically out of that 1-2-2. Blaine Whalen, far corner. Brian Whalen working against Lynch. Gets it to Arndt. Arndt tucks, goes up, no. And Gotay with the rebound. No one back this time, and McAllister travels. So Bishop Boyle only able to work that long outlet pass for the fast break once here in the first half. Scheffler, Fatzinger posting up in there as Blaine Whalen comes out, shoots, it's off the mark. Ball's tipped. And a foul on 53, Mike Masley.
Personal foul call number 53, Mike Masley. That's his second.
And now that's 3. So Northern Lehigh will inbound. Scheffler to trigger it. And Brian Whalen all alone. Nobody picked him up, and he drills it. And Brian Whalen puts Northern Lehigh on top 23. Bulldogs still in that 1-3-1. A little distorted on this setup. Okay, Rivera with it. McAllister working inside. There's Masley down the lane. No, the ball's loose. And traveling violation on Gote as he actually fell over Whalen, who was lying on the floor. 4:54. Arndt to Scheffler. Scheffler shoots from the right wing. He still has yet to hit that shot. And Masley with the rebound, and they're hounding him. They can't get that pass out there. Here comes McAllister down court quickly. Gote to the hoop. Tucks goes up. No, and Blaine Whalen with the tough rebound. And there, oh, shot blocked. And Gote taps it. Here comes McAllister. And McAllister is fouled by Scheffler. Good play by Shago Gote as he tapped that ball down court. McAllister leading the way on the break. Scheffler's first as McAllister goes to the line. Shooting 2. And McAllister picks up his first points in the game. 23-22. And the next shot by McAllister, good also. We're knotted at 23. Okay, Blaine Whalen with it, working against Gote, pulls up. Gote blocks it. Ball comes loose. Arndt inside, dishes off to Brian Whalen. A little flip hook. Good. And Brian Whalen puts the Bulldogs on top. Here comes Rivera. Over to the right wing. Now going baseline. Checked off by Brian Whalen. McAllister with it. And McAllister down the lane. A little off balance. The ball's tipped loose. Ball's still loose on the floor. And coming out with it is Brian Whalen. And a foul on Masley. And that's 2 on Masley.
Personal foul, 53, Mike Masley.
And let's see. Jamie Hunsicker checking in for the Bulldogs for Arndt. And 41.
Jamie Hunsicker now in the lineup for the Bulldogs, replacing number 24, Larry Arndt.
Jay Hunsicker working. Brian Whalen shooting over Lynch. Good, and Lynch is starting to get his psychosis out of there. Almost stolen by Scheffler. Lynch is right out there on Brian Whalen, and he's drilling him. Brian Whalen with 5 field goals in this period has put the Bulldogs on top, 27-23. McAllister.
Bernie Sullivan also in the lineup now.
And there's Rivera, shot off the mark. And Fatzinger with the tough rebound. And Bernie Sullivan, number 41, 6'3" sophomore, picks up the foul. And now that's 1-1 the rest of this first half for the Bulldogs. Fatzinger really got up there on that rebound. And Derek Fatzinger now at the line.
First foul, the team's 5th. At the line is number 54.
And timeout called by Bishop Boyle. And the Northern Lehigh Partisans really giving their team a fine round of applause as they come over to their coach, Glenn Rissmiller. And we're going to take a break back to our studio for these messages. Okay, we're back here at Hershey Park Arena. We're in the second period with 3:11 left, and Northern Lehigh on top 27-23, and Derek Fatzinger going to line in the 1-on-1.
Number 54, Derek Fatzinger at the line.
And Fatzinger hits it, getting the bonus shot. 28-23 Northern Lehigh. And Fatzinger's next shot a little short, and up there Masley for the rebound. But again, the Bulldogs back quickly. Good transition from offense to defense by the Northern Lehigh team. All right, Lynch in the middle. Gote. Oh, he threw it away. He had the shot and tried to hit the inside, and the coaching staff across the way for Bishop Boyle just shake their heads. Okay, Jamie Hunsicker staying in there. Scheffler with Rivera on him. Blaine Whalen pulling Gote away from the basket. Hunsicker tucks. Baseline shot by Jamie Hunsicker. Good. 30-23, Northern Lehigh. All right, Scheffler coming up on McAllister. Rivera. McAllister on the far side. And Lynch now with it, as now they come in a little closer, the Lancers. McAllister to Rivera. Rivera trying to spin, now comes inside, off the glass, way off the mark, and Rivera chases down his missed shot. Rivera down the lane, flips it up left-handed, no. And knocked out by Fatzinger. Looked like Gote pinned it against the glass. Okay. Rivera. Masley as they whip it around outside. Bulldogs staying what looks like a 2-3. Shot by Rivera, good. And Kike Rivera picks up his first bucket here in the second period with 1:43 left, and it's 30-25. Scheffler with Rivera on him, shooting and won't go, and outlet pass, Gote up to McAllister. McAllister down the lane, flips inside to Masley, and a foul on McAllister. No goal as he picks up his third personal, which could be real instrumental here, as McAllister is the playmaker on this team. And Dave Cannon, 5'8" junior, replaces McAllister. And Fatzinger at the line in the 1-on-1. And short. And Gote with the rebound. Rivera as Scheffler pushing him to his left side. Baseline, Masley checked off by Hunsicker and Blaine Whalen, but now Gote inside off the Lynch. Good play. And Bob Lynch makes it 30-27. Fatzinger posting up Masley down low. Hunsicker over to Blaine Whalen. Loses Gote, goes inside, misses the shot, and coming out with a rebound is Lynch. Scheffler going for the steal. Down court, Gote over to Rivera. He's open, shoots good. 30-29. As the Lancers have run 6 straight. Fatzinger working inside. Good move by Fatzinger. No, follows, won't go, and Gote with the rebound. Long pass, Cannon to Rivera. Hunsicker on him. Good pass, and traveling violation on Masley.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask that you refrain from throwing things into the lane.
So some people threw some things out on the floor.
Hey, ref, look at your pads.
All right. Hunsicker with the ball. Okay, Hunsicker working against Cannon in the lane inside to Blaine Whalen. Good move as he ducked in under Gote. And that's it. After 2 periods of play here from Hershey Park Arena, Northern Lehigh 32 and Bishop Boyle 29. We'll be back for a recap of the first half after these commercial messages. Okay, we're back here at courtside, halftime from Hershey Park Arena. The score, Northern Lehigh 32, Bishop Boyle 29. And let's take a look at the first half. For the Bulldogs, Brian Whalen with 14 points on 7 field goals. Blaine Whalen with 4 points on 2. Craig Scheffler, a field goal for 2. Derek Fatzinger, a field goal, 1 for 3 for 3. Larry Arndt, 3 field goals, 1 for 1 at the line, 7 points. Jamie Hunsicker a field goal for 2, as Northern Lehigh is 15 for 21 from the floor. They were 8 for 11 in that period, 2 for 4 at the line for their 32-point total. For the Bishop Boyle Lancers, Chaco Gauthier with 4 field goals, 1 for 2 at the line, 9. Lynch with a field goal, 2. Mike Masley a field goal for 2. Sean McAllister 2 for 2 at the line, 2 points, and Kiki Rivera with 6 field goals, 12 points. Dave Cannon, Marty Sullivan failed to score, as the Lancers are 12 for 23 from the floor in the first half, 3 for 4 at the line for their 20. Make that 13 field goals, 3 for 4 at the line for their 29-point total. Northern Lehigh outscoring the Lancers 17-11 in that second period. Okay. Looking at that first half of play, the things that we could pick up, the Bulldogs with pretty good transition from offense to defense, and really able to immediately put pressure on the rebounder so as to prevent that outlet pass down the court. Only once did the Lancers get that long lead pass over midcourt to start the fast break, and that was the prime thing in the scouting report. Off the 1-3-1, the Lancers have not used any high post. They've basically been going with 3-2 against the 1-3-1, and Gauthier is basically on the outside. What we've seen, big 6'8" lad doesn't appear to like to mix it up inside, as instead of taking a power move a few times to the hoop, he chose to feed off on the baseline, and the result was a turnover. So that would be on that end. Now defensively, the Lancers have gone man-to-man, and if you're all watching, it would appear that on a man-to-man individual one-on-one basis, Northern Lehigh does have the advantage in speed, mobility, agility, whatever you want to call it. And so we'll have to see how the Bulldogs capitalize on these shortcomings, and we're ready to go as Fatzinger goes up, and the tip control. Here comes Gauthier, and he has the ball knocked loose, and Scheffler picks up his second personal foul. McAllister with 3 for Bishop Boyle, and Chaco Gauthier at the line.
At the line is number 55, Chaco Gauthier.
And Chaco Gauthier shooting 2. Shot no good. And the score remains 32-29. And the next shot on the way, no good. And chased down, Arndt in the corner with it. Here comes Arndt into front court. And the Lancers still in that man-to-man defense. Scheffler with Rivera on him. Fatzinger with Masley on him. And Brian Whalen picked up by Lynch. Lynch a little frustrated in that second period as he was out on Brian Whalen. And Whalen still hitting the shots. Inside, Arndt. And back out. Fatzinger on the baseline, drills it. Derek Fatzinger from outside hits. Okay, 34-29. Bulldogs still in that 1-3-1. Lynch on the wing, and now Gauthier comes up high. Rivera turnaround shot, no. And over the top foul, either on Masley or Lynch. Bobby Lynch, I believe.
Personal foul, number 31.
Bobby Lynch picking up the personal foul. And the Bulldogs on the attack, up by 5. Arndt to Scheffler. Scheffler not hitting that shot from the wing. Inside, they go to Arndt, good. As Arndt rubbed off on the weak side. And Northern Lehigh now up 36-29 as Arndt rubbed off on the weak side. Here comes Lynch. Shot off the mark, and a foul on Chaco Gauthier. And right now, Coach Mannion taking his glasses off across the way. And that's 2 fouls on the Lancers. This early part of the third period. Scheffler shoots, and Scheffler can't hit that shot. Paul's knocked loose and going for it, and Brian Whalen. Let's see what they call here. I thought Brian Whalen knocked it off of Masley, and they say no. Apparently Brian Whalen was out of bounds as he came down the side. A loop baseline, good play to Masley, as Masley on a time play picks up two, 36-31, Northern Lehigh by 5. Brian Whalen, Blaine Whalen shooting over Gotay, no, bouncing, and knocked out by Fatzinger. Arndt calling it out. Coming down the side, Rivera, and he's checked off. Bulldogs going back, and there's Masley again inside. As twice they floated that ball from out front directly to the baseline, and now the Lancers are back 36-33 as the Bulldogs went to that 3-2 defense. Brian Whalen draws Lynch up in the air. Oh, misses the layup. The ball's loose. There's that long outlet to Rivera. Blaine Whalen back. Won't go, and again Masley going in as Blaine Whalen lying on the floor, and Northern Lehigh calling for a timeout. As Bishop Boyle has drawn back to within one, 36-35 with 5:19 left here in the period, and we're going to take a timeout for these messages. All right, with 5:19 left here in the third period from Hershey Park Arena. Bishop Boyle has run off 6 straight points. Mike Masley inside. And they cut a once nice 5-point lead to 1. Arndt picked up by McAllister and picks up his dribble. Okay, Arndt. There's Blaine Whalen down the lane, flips it up. And a foul on McAllister, and that's 4 on McAllister.
Personal foul called on number 13, Sean McAllister. That's his 4th.
And number 15 is Dave Cannon checking in.
Number 15, Dave Cannon, reports into the lineup, replacing McAllister. At the line is number 4.
Blaine Whalen.
Blaine Whalen
at the line.
Shooting 2.
Blaine Whalen shot, no. Not having one of his fine shooting nights. And missing that one, and Rivera coming out with it. Rivera down the left side now, trying to go to the middle, pulls up for the jump shot. No, the ball comes out, Scheffler with it. Arndt over to Scheffler. Loop pass inside, Blaine Whalen. Inside Arndt as all the action over in the far corner. Arndt swinging around on Cannon, spins down the lane, challenges. Good move by Arndt. Remember, Arndt at 5'10" is deceptive as he has tremendous leaping ability, and Arndt's field goal makes it 38-35. Rivera checked off by Brian Whalen as Masley goes inside, and Gotay can't hang on. Here comes Arndt. Arndt over to Scheffler. Scheffler travels. Okay, Lancers with the ball. Scheffler up front on that 1-3-1. Rivera hounded as Cannon now comes over to help out. Lynch, right side shot, no. The ball's tipped in there and comes right out to Masley.
53 by Masley.
Masley picks up 2. 38-37. Northern Lehigh still up by 1. 3:33 left in the period. Scheffler. Blaine Whalen shoots good, and that's a good sign for the Bulldogs as Blaine Whalen hits from outside. 40-37. Rivera down the lane, dishes off to Gotay. Good.
Gotay.
40-39. Gote hits. Baseline. Gote checking off Blaine Whalen as Brian Whalen flips it back out. Bulldogs starting from that 1-2-2. Arndt checked off on the baseline. Gets it back out to Blaine Whalen. Shoots. Good. And Blaine Whalen with that field goal makes it 42-39. Hitting 2 from distance. Bulldogs back 1-3-1. And Rivera coming right back. No, and Arndt skies in there for that rebound. Arndt down the middle. And Brian Whalen from distance. No, the ball's loose in the lane. Arndt inside Fatzinger. Tucks, goes up, good. And Fatzinger's field goal puts it up to 44-39. Cannon checked off in the middle. Gote, baseline. Lynch, good. And Bob Lynch cuts it to 3. 44-41 with 1:53. Lancers still in that man-to-man. Not doing much in the way of denial. There's Brian Whalen open. Blaine Whalen tucks inside. Good, he goes right around Gote. So the Lancers not playing much in the way of man-to-man defense. Letting the man go right around him on the baseline. Rivera, Luke pass to Lynch. Here comes Gote inside. Good pass to Masley. Sneaking in on the baseline. So Masley with 5 field goals here has kept Bishop Boyle in here. 46-43, 1:16 left in the period. All right, Bulldogs starting down low, 1-2-2. Scheffler with it. Fatzinger tucks, goes up, shoots. The ball still bouncing around, and Masley with the rebound. Outlets to Rivera. Rivera spins. Tucks, goes up. It's good, and he's fouled. And Kike Rivera cuts that lead to 1, 46-45, as Rivera now with a chance to tie this game. And that would be the first time since 23-23.
At the line, Kike Rivera shooting 1.
Shot by Rivera, no, and hauled, ball's loose. Still loose. And now
3-second violation.
3-second violation as Masley had the ball apparently in the lane. Northern Lehigh ball, 50 seconds. Still on top by 1. Scheffler with Rivera on him. Inside they go to Arndt. Cannon is the man that's guarding Arndt, and Arndt is posting him up. And he can go right up over Arndt. 48-45, or Arndt can go right up over Cannon, I should say. Rivera with it. Now Cote comes up high and goes back down. Masley coming up. Rivera with it, 16 seconds. Rivera still with it. Rivera looking for the opening, pulls up for the shot. No, the ball's loose. Lynch to Gote, good. With 4 seconds, Gote hits up court, and Blaine Whalen lets it go, but didn't get it off before the buzzer. Northern Lehigh with a slim 48-47 lead, and we're going to take it back to our TV 13 studio for these messages. Okay, both teams out there for the offensive play. Northern Lehigh going 8 for 14 in a period, and Bishop Boyle going 9 for 12. As McAllister gets it to Gote, tucks for the shot and hits it off the glass. Now Bishop Boyle with their first lead since early on that field goal. 49-48, Blaine Whalen with it. Down the lane, Blaine Whalen has it stripped, and jump ball as Cannon couldn't get it out of there. McAllister will be checking back in, but he's checking in for Cannon. Tip, traveling violation on Lynch.
Number 13, Sean McAllister reports back into the Boyle.
Okay, McAllister back in. He was playing with 4. As Brian Whalen not scoring in that period. We'll have to give the Bulldogs a lift, as will Craig Scheffler. Inside Arndt, 3-second violation as Arndt is trying to post up the smaller guards with his tremendous leaping ability. Smart move by Coach Rissmiller, but a 3-second violation on Arndt. Okay, Bulldogs back in that 1-3-1 as McAllister works to Rivera. Lynch, baseline shot, Lynch. No, Rivera keeps it in play and he travels. Score still 49-48, Bishop Boyle. We have 7:09 left here. Arndt. Comes Blaine Whalen rubbing off the screen. Blaine Whalen tucks, shoots. No, ball's loose. Rivera coming out quickly with it. Scheffler trying to run him off, and he shoots. Good, Rivera. Oh, Kike Rivera makes it 51-48, Bishop Boyle. Their biggest lead since the early going. Scheffler saves it, and Fatzinger loses it on the baseline. And right now, Northern Lehigh, a little bit sloppy. There's a long pass down, and Masley pulls up for the shot short. Arndt with the rebound. Arndt in and out. Arndt with it. Inside Fatzinger. Fatzinger turnaround shot good. Derek Fatzinger. So the Bulldogs with their first bucket here in the period. Nets up. Little time here. It's 51-50. 6:08 left. And Bishop Boyle calling for a timeout with 6:08. Up by 1, 51-50. And we'll take a timeout here from Hershey Park Arena and be back after these messages. Okay, back here at courtside, Lynch inbounding as Rivera comes down the far side. McAllister with it. Masley comes up, shoots. Good, Masley.
53 Masley.
And Masley makes it 53-50. Masley now with 14 points in the game. Brian Whalen from long range, and that's nowhere near. As Masley hauls down a rebound, and Fatzinger picks up a foul from behind. That's his second. And that's only the team's second. Well, third. I don't know where the third one came in, but they say they have 3. Masley playing a tough second half for Bishop Boyle has been the difference, as Masley picked up 10 points in the third period. McAllister to Rivera. 5:31. Loop pass to Masley. And Masley draws the foul on Arndt.
Personal foul called on number 24, Larry.
And that's 3 on Arndt.
The team's 4th.
And Masley now going to line.
At the line is number 53, Mike Masley, shooting 2.
Masley shooting 2. And connects. 54-50. Bishop Boyle by 4. 5:28 left here in the fourth period. And Masley good on that one. 55-50. Biggest lead since 18-13. Arndt over to Scheffler. And shooting over McAllister. In and out. No, the ball's loose. Blaine Whalen tucks. Blocked. And they say knocked out by Northern Lehigh. As Blaine Whalen left that one go, and Northern Lehigh now calls a timeout as things have not turned around for them in this 1 minute of play since the Bishop Boyle timeout. 55-50. Bishop Boyle will go back to our studio for these messages. Okay, now let's see. The pressure's on. McAllister bounce pass to Rivera. He's coming out. Rivera dishing inside. Masley again. As Bishop Boyle's Rivera pushed that ball down court quickly. It's 57-50. Masley actually killing Northern Lehigh. Inside Scheffler, and he walked.
No basket.
So Scheffler doesn't get the field goal on that traveling violation. Rivera fakes, comes right down through the middle, pulls up for the jump shot, good, and Rivera now opening this game right up. 59-50. Arndt from distance, and now Northern Lehigh taking shots from all over as Blaine Whalen picks up 2 to stop the onslaught. It's 59-52. Rivera picks up his dribble, and Brian Whalen picks up his first foul as Hunsaker is coming in for Scheffler.
Personal foul call on number 22, Brian.
And they have a 5th foul here. I don't know where we lost it, but it's 1-1. McAllister going to line.
The line is number 13, Sean McAllister, shooting the 1-1.
59-52, 4:21 left here in the game as McAllister hits. 60-52. Northern Lehigh has to make a move quickly as they led most of the way in the middle periods. Shoots good. And McAllister now with 4 straight at the line makes it 61-52. 9 points. Arndt. Oh, telegraphed, and McAllister knocks it out. Hunsaker to Arndt. Brian Whalen inside to Blaine Whalen. Shoots. Good. Blaine Whalen. 61-54. Rivera comes out of the trap. Rivera long pass to Masley, and there's a turnover. Right over the hands of Masley. Bulldogs need a bucket here. Cut it to 5. 3:59. They're down by 7. 61-54. Arndt quickly inside to Blaine Whalen. Blaine Whalen to the hoop. Little flip hook. No, the ball's loose, and Masley outlets to McAllister. Rivera and McAllister. And let's see here. Looks like a possible stall formation the way the Boyle team has this spread out. Way out to McAllister. McAllister swings in down the lane, flips off to Gote. Good. Chago Gote coming across with a crucial bucket. 63-54. Arndt to Blaine Whalen. Back out to Hunsaker. And Hunsaker from distance, way off the mark. And Lynch with the outlet. Not a good choice of shots. As McAllister going in and out, and a foul on Brian Whalen. And timeout called by Northern Lehigh. As Northern Lehigh not showing enough patience on offense. And with 2:47 left here from Hershey Park Arena, Bulldogs in a do or die situation. We'll take it back to our studio for these messages. All right, we're back. 2:47. McAllister going to line. He's right now 4 for 4. And a chance to give the Lancers a double-digit lead. Shot. Good. And McAllister makes it 64-54. As things are beginning to look bleak here for the Bulldogs. Chances of winning the state championship. Shot good. 65-54. Blaine Whalen, good. Well, that's quick offense as Blaine Whalen hits 65-56. McAllister in and out as the Lancers are going to that spread. And there goes Rivera to the hoop. Left-hand shot missed. And Fatzinger with the outlet. Up court, Arndt. Arndt backing in, tucks over to Fatzinger. And a foul on 31, Lynch. That's still only the 14th foul with 2:18.
Number 31, Bob Lynch, his second, the team's fourth.
So it'll be Bulldogs ball. As Blaine Whalen to inbound it. Long pass out to Fatzinger. Fatzinger down the lane, tucks, goes up, good. Fatzinger. And it's 65-58 into Rivera. Rivera up to McAllister. 2:04 left. Cote with it to Lynch on the far side. Arndt tries to pick up McAllister to the hoop, and he's fouled, and it's good. And that's a backbreaker right there. McAllister's first field goal puts it back up to 67-58, and McAllister now to the line.
22, Brian Whalen, his third. At the line, McAllister shooting one.
And a shot McAllister has not missed. Arndt over to Jamie Hunsicker. Hunsicker shot way off the mark. Hunsicker following, goes back in, dishes to Fatzinger. It's good, and he's fouled.
54, Derek Fatzinger. .55, Shaka Gote on the foul. His second, the team's fifth.
And Gote picking up the foul, so it's bonus 68-60. Fatzinger shooting one and hits it. All right, steal by Fatzinger. Over to Hunsicker. Oh, tries to force it inside. There's Arndt to the hoop. 3-second violation. As Bulldogs had a chance to cut it to 5. 1:34 left here. All right, here comes Rivera. Rivera down across the timeline. He's fouled by Fatzinger. That's 3 on Fatzinger.
Personal foul, 54, Derek Fatzinger. His third. At the line, Kike Rivera.
Kike Rivera at the line in the 1-on-1. And he connects. And good on that one. 670-61. Arndt backing in, shoots, banks it off the glass. No, and there's a long lead pass. Rivera off his fingertips into McAllister. No, Cote over the top, yes. And Cote just put the finishing touches on this game as he hit that one. Inside, Blaine Whalen, and an offensive foul on Blaine Whalen.
Offensive foul, number 44, Blaine Whalen. That's his third.
72-61, Bishop Boyle on top. Long pass, Cote with it. And now Cote shoots. And a foul on Fatzinger.
Personal foul, 54.
58 seconds left here.
His fourth.
As Cote at the line.
Chago Cote. Shooting 2.
And the shot in and out by Cote. And good on that one. right, Arndt. 52 seconds inside Fatzinger to the hoop. He's fouled by Masley, I believe. No, it's a
foul. Number 53, Mike Masley.
Masley picking up the foul.
At the line is 54, Derek Fatzinger, shooting 2.
Fatzinger shooting 2. And he hits. 73-62 with 50 seconds left. And Fatzinger good on that one. (73-63). Rivera with it, and a foul on Hunsicker. 47 seconds left.
20, Jamie Hunsicker, that's his first. Ladies and gentlemen, you're reminded that the awards presentation will be made immediately following the game. Making the presentation.
Well, Northern Lehigh across the way at the ejected ball club, but they've come a long way, a way that no other Northern Lehigh team has ever come before, and so they should hold their heads up high. Rivera hits 74-63. Down court, Arndt tucks. Inside, there's Blaine Whalen, and he connects.
44, Blaine Whalen.
74-65 as Northern Lehigh calls a timeout with 36 seconds. And I don't know what Coach Rissmiller has in mind here with 36 seconds and down by 9, but we'll take a timeout one more time and hold it here the rest of the way and recap tonight's game. Okay, Lynch inbound, hits it to Cote. Long pass as Rivera sprints out. 32 seconds. Hunsicker on Rivera, and he's fouled by Hunsicker.
Foul called before the shot. No basket. Personal foul goal to number 20, Jamie Hunsicker. His second. Going to the line is number 23, TK Rivera. Shooting a 1-1.
And Rivera's shot good. (76-65). Fatzinger has trouble with it. Here comes Rivera sprinting out to the hoop, lays it up good. And Whalen back the other way. Down the lane, right, Blaine Whalen, no. There's Hunsicker, no. And Blaine Whalen with the follow. And it's counting down now. 3 seconds, 2, and it's all over. And Northern Lehigh's quest to capture the AA crown of Pennsylvania falls short as they lose to Bishop Boyle 78-67. All the players across the way being patted by Coach Rissmiller. Again, his team 30-3 on the season. A tremendous year for the Bulldogs and a tremendous season for 10 seniors on this team. Only 2 underclassmen, Derek Fatzinger and Larry Arndt. All the Bulldogs, of course, will be receiving medals from the PIA as well as the runner-up trophy, a fine-looking trophy. Okay, and for the scoring tonight, this Chaco Gate at 6'8" picked up 10 field goals. He was 2 for 6 at the line for 22. Bob Lynch with 2 field goals for 4. Mike Masley with 8 field goals, 2 for 2 at the line, 18. Sean McAllister a field goal, 7 for 7 at the line, 9. Kiki Rivera with 10 field goals, 4 for 7 at the line, 24 points. Dave Cannon and Marty Sullivan failed to score as Bishop Boyle hit on 31. from the floor, and they were 15 for 23 on the line. For Northern Lehigh, Blaine Whalen closing out his high school career with 10 field goals, nothing for 2 at the line. 20, Brian Whalen with 7 field goals. 14, Scheffler with a field goal for 2. Derek Fatzinger with 6 field goals, 4 for 6 to the line for 16. Larry Arndt with 6 field goals and 1 for 1 at the line, 13. Jamie Hunziker a field goal for 2. As Northern Lehigh hit on 31 from the floor, and they were 5 for 9 at the line for their 67-point total. Looking back at the game, the Bulldogs, after being down 18-13, came charging back to take the lead. They were tied at 23. They went in front 30-23 and held on to that lead until late in the third quarter when Bishop Boyle went on top on a field goal by Rivera to make it 49-48. And basically one little adjustment that the Bishop Boyle team did they did flash that high post, and they were able to get the ball to Mike Masley inside, and Masley really did a number offensively on the Bulldogs as he picked up 16 points in that second half to increase the Bishop Boyle lead. And right now, the Bulldogs are being introduced and receiving their medals as Coach Glenn Rissmiller congratulates each player personally. And the Northern Lehigh fans are hanging around here to give their team support. Again, a tremendous year for the Bulldogs, and Coach Glenn Rissmiller, as all District 11 and especially the Centennial League, salute them. It's been great covering Centennial League basketball as well as the other leagues that we've covered this year once again. And of course, this was even a greater treat as many teams in our telecasting area, viewing area, represented District 11. Finally, with great competence in inter-district play. And now the Jack Posky receiving the charm, and here comes the trophy presented by Werner from the PIA and all other district officials, the PIA across the way. And you can see the size of that trophy with the basketball as they're now taking pictures for the media. So from Hershey Park Arena, we wrap up our 81-82 basketball season, which started way back in December of '81. And as always, it's been a pleasure covering a lot of interesting basketball in this 81-82 season. And we look forward once again, as do the Blue Ridge TV 13 other crew that are here, to be following exciting basketball from the Lehigh Valley and Panther Valley area, and especially from the Centennial League. So from Hershey Park Arena, where Bishop Boyle has just won the AA state championship by a score of 78-67 over Northern Lehigh, this is Tom Schaefer for Fred Reinert and Scott Davis, wishing you a good evening, and we'll see you next year.